Wow, this Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. Terrance Williams. Yo, I was just thinking, people have a lot of stories about fights I had and all the fights I won, but nobody never missed about the fight that I lost. I remember losing in jail 2 fights. One wasn't really a fight. He just beat me up. This was in 1992. When I broke out of juvenile jail, right? So I'm in this car with a gun. I got these 2 older guys. They wasn't old, well, they was a little older than I was. They were still teenagers as well, but they were like 18 and 19 at this time. So I'm on a run for juvenile. They give me a ride. Police. I don't want to go back to juvenile, so I lie about my age and go to adult jail. Now, this around the time when I was telling y'all the story about when OG Booby Black used to write the girl for me, and then I got moved from around him. When I got moved, they sent me to the 6th floor, south side. And while I'm up there, I met a guy, he's from downtown. A lot of people thought he was out the Methamphetamine Project, named Bouncer. Bouncer was like 6'3", big, like played like one of the big football players. And cold stepper though. Yo, we're HOD. We was in the first cell because it was 10-man cells at HOD, and I was young, man. I was a teenager. I was young, so I used to like to play a lot, crack jokes and play. And he would, sit little dudes downtown, all this laughing and playing. Till one day, I made the fatal mistake of playing with him by this little boy. And all I do was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get the red candy apple beans with the gold flakes in it, and I'm gonna have your little son ride on the side because I'm gonna get your old lady. He didn't care about the old lady part. He didn't like the fact that I mentioned I was going to get his son, and I was just going to have his son ride in the car with me. He was like, don't play with my little boy. But we were so busy laughing and playing to where he said it, and he said it more than once. Don't play with my little boy. But we laughing, everybody playing, and that's when, how they say, playing go wrong. I just felt a boom right to the eye. And I was shocked. Look what the world. He was just standing there. And I'm looking like, what you gonna do? The gangster? You gonna fight or what? So I didn't want to fight, y'all. So, but I wanted to fight, and I didn't. I was like, man, I ought to fight him, man. Because we was just laughing and playing, he just hauled off and bam, stole off on me. I didn't fight him. That night, he went laid down. So we had 2 bunks, like 2 bunks here, 2 bunks here. And then you got a toilet and another toilet out in the open. You got 2 bunks, 2 bunks, 2 bunks. His bunk was in the front over here on the other side of the cell by the bars. So he laying facing my way. So I get up because they'll cut the lights out at a certain time. So I got up, got my shoestring. I'm like, I'm going to choke him to death. I got to get him. At this time, my name not ringing in the city. Nobody don't really know who I am. This is like 92. Yeah, this is 92. Yeah, 1992. A little young, he used to make the moldies. Well, he used to have this guy make the moldies for us. He used to put in the cookies together and make all our little brownie, wrap like he would do to make the moldy, wrap it up in the garbage bag, tighten it up tight, and then put it in the toilet and flush the toilet a lot, and the water get hot. Yeah, we were wild back then. But anyway, so I don't know how, and he was a tear rap, so he would go out, and back then you had the pay phones out there, but they had the regular phone too. They give like a 3-minute phone call, anywhere from a minute to 3-minute phone call. So I wasn't saying nothing to him. I'm ticked. I'm like, man, when I catch him on the street, I'm gonna dog him. That's what I'm thinking. So one day he outside the cell. He comes to the bar. Say, look, gangster. I'm like, what's up? He said, man, Feds got booby. I'm talking about OG Booby Black, but just booby baby because we all young. And because we had a lot of guns back then. So the Feds had kicked in the door, got booby for the guns. So like, yeah, so that's how him and I started talking. But I'm like, man, when I catch you on the street, I'm gonna crush you, man. You didn't punch me and all the little dudes in here, and we just were laughing and playing. You didn't hit me. I gotta get you. But let me tell you, I was crazy. Juvenile found out. The juvenile facility found out that I wasn't supposed to be there. They come and got me because I had like juvenile life. So they came and got me, sent me back up to LTI, Scotland, not too far from Baton Rouge. But when I went to GRDC, I was like, hey, I don't want to go back on LTI, I want to go to Monroe. So when I went to Monroe, they released me because the paper I had for the gun, they circled as a felony. And when you're a juvenile, you can't go back on, if you go AWOL or you break out of juvenile jail once you turn 18 and you catch an adult charge, get convicted, or go on parole, get on probation or whatever, then you can't go back on juvenile compound because now you consider an adult. And it's crazy because you got people that be up there 20, all the way to you 21, but the minute you do something wrong and you get that and you get locked in with the adult system, it's over with. So I go back, then they release me from Monroe, Louisiana. Go home. Now I'm running with Blackie Mo. We in it's the long driveway, and we in the Clara courtyard. So man, it's raining. So me and Mo run to this hallway. At this time, I got a Mac 11 on me. Mo got the Taurus, a 9mm Taurus. No, he had the Ruger. He had the Ruger on him, so in the hallway. And it's a blue Riviera, navy blue with the brown peanut butter rag. This dude be with Birdman to this day. It was his car. He in the driver's seat, big bouncer in a passenger seat. I spot him. Raining, y'all. They in the car doing some kind of whatever they doing. Back in Mo, ran out the hallway first to go. He ran across the long driveway to go in the first hallway. So I see him. I got the Mac on me. Now, mind y'all, I never told this story because I wanted to say for my documentary. One of my family members had me to put in some work at an early age. But now I always tell people I took my first hit was in 91 when Eric Marie sent me on that mission. I talk about that in my documentary a lot too. But anyway, so I'm already trigger happy. I'm running with Blackie Mo, a legend, a cold gangster. So I'm like, I'm ready. I need to get him, especially what he did me in jail. I see him. So I come down the steps. And he spot me. He's like, come here. I come to the car. He said, look, I'm going to look out for you after I finish handling business. Something. So all that went out the window now. My retaliation is a must. That went out the window now. Because I'm like, oh, you going to look out for you. Give me a few. Because he got money in his hand. And I know he was known for whatever he was a cold stepper. Eric, listen. There ain't too many people know him on the street because he be in jail so much. But anybody that had been to the feds, been in penitentiaries, no bouncer out the 7th Ward, bouncer from downtown. They know big bouncer. And nobody played with him. When he in jail, he the big homie for the car. And when he got on his good inside, he called his case in D.C. back in 92. Right after he left, he got caught up. He went to D.C. to do whatever, got caught with a gun, whatever, got a case. But he wound up giving his time back. But in prison, because he got a D.C. number, so the D.C. car ride with him, and he got the Louisiana and the New Orleans car. Let me say that because in certain prison, whenever you get on the compound, he gonna say, listen, everybody from New Orleans, we ride with New or DC. This our table, right? He taking a table. That's just what it is. He a dog. He a big dog. Still to this day, he in his 50s. He's still an animal. Stay going to jail though. Did most of his life in jail. But anyway, all that had went out the window. I wanted to crush him. I got the Mac on me and everything. When he told me he was gonna look out for me, give me food, because I had just come home. So matter of fact, Black and Mo was hooked up with a guy out of West Wego. I don't want to call this name. He's home now. I don't know what he got going on, but he was a big dog over there getting money, Benzo back in the days. So, we both fresh out. So anyway, I was like, all right. So I run from by the car, go run in the hallway. I say, what he told me? I said, he said, you want to look out for me? I said, he said, yeah, I don't mess with him. I said, why not? He said, because one of my people shot him in the catio. Hit him in the back or something, paralyzed him. He was paralyzed in his right leg at one time, but he had to break it or something. Now he up and kicking it. He good now. But I was like, all right. But they never had personal beef or was gonna clash. It's just that Black and Mo, the dude he was running with, he was cool with, had beef with him, and he was like, I'm old inside. I mess with him, so that's why I don't mess with him. I was like, all right, I feel you. But that was it. And the reason why I told that story, because people have stories about me getting in fights, but I'm always winning. But no one ever told a story when I got beat up by Bouncer. Cold legend though, legend from our city. He in the feds now. Should be coming home soon too, but nobody don't play with him in the feds. He called the shots. He a big dog in the feds. Anybody know about Bouncer from downtown that been locked up, they gonna say, yeah, a Steppa. But anyway, man, y'all know my motto. Say no to drugs. Let's stop the violence. Put the guns down. Make sure y'all get tested. Y'all need to know y'all status for HIV and AIDS. I got the nonprofit. They need us. The Instagram. They need us. Third Ward. Got the Roku channel. Terrance Gangsta Williams network. Y'all tuned in June 24th at 5:30. I'm having a $1,000 giveaway. I'm going to be asking questions. So y'all better check all my old videos out, because I'm going to be going way back. I'm going to be trying to, you dig. Yeah, so matter of fact, I was just looking at write down some of my questions. Make sure y'all can't see through the paper, because, man, y'all know how to work this internet. But anyway, so I'm doing questions right now. So if I'm up doing my homework, y'all need to be doing y'all homework. How about that? Because I got some questions I'm going to be asking. Or I might ask y'all about something I said on Real Life Street Stars. Y'all got to check my videos out. But mostly, y'all better be on my channel, going through all these videos, because I'm going to be asking questions all through the video. So I'm going to see who really been riding with OG Giggity, a.k.a. Terrance Williams. So, man, thank y'all for all love support. I'm out. Wah.